Hi guys, I'm Mike.
And I'm Stephen.
And this is F1 Fanatics. Welcome back to the channel and to another episode of F1 Fantasy Weekly!
Or should we say Ferrari Fantasy Weekly?
Absolutely. This video is brought to you by Ferrari. We are incredibly grateful for Ferrari, investing heavily in F1 Fanatics. So there will be a strong bias towards Ferrari in every selection because Ferrari are paying us.
And that's why we've got last year's tops and not this year's.
Exactly. And for legal terms, we probably should state that Ferrari are giving us nothing for this video. But we just wardrobed. We matched up today. We were like, snap. And you're like, oh.
Spider-Man meme.
Yeah, we are. But yeah, we are back. Obviously, Saudi Arabia, the fastest street track in the world. The onboards look a bit mental, don't it?
Haven't watched many.
It doesn't look much braking. It looks basically like fast, which I guess is what they were going for.
It's kind of like an IndyCar street circuit.
Yeah.
All about speed.
Yeah, and it's going to be rapid. But somehow they've managed to build it. There's been a lot of...
Somehow, yeah.
There's been a lot of things just kind of skirted over to make sure they could have this race in Saudi Arabia. But we are here. So therefore, we are selecting our teams for the penultimate race. This is where it gets serious. All right, we'll see what the gap is at the top of the league and see if anyone can get Oliver C.
Last time out in Qatar was an utter disaster. Ferrari, what happened? What happened to Leclerc? The man on double streaks. The man that was the safest, best turbo. What happened?
Don't want to talk about it. I don't know why you brought it up. Just to depress us. Screen recording starts now.
If you're wondering where the review was, that's it.
That's it. That was the review. Bottas, for me, obviously flunked up, was looking in a great position coming in P3, and then his tyre said no. So all round, a pretty poor weekend, but I still managed to gain spots and just hovering on the outside 200 in the league. Come on! Top 200 by the end of the year! Yeah!
That's what everyone's staying tuned for.
Absolutely. They don't care about you. They're only caring about to see if Mike can get into the top 100. So let's have a look at constructors first for some random reason. Ferrari are on a streak.
To be fair, Qatar was meant to be power hungry to suit Ferrari, and they were. But
also, Alpine are on a double streak.
And Alpine did do very well at Qatar. They actually had genuine pace. Okay, here's the thing though. Chuck Alpine in there, and then the other theory is double Mercedes.
What if you went Max, Hamilton and Bottas?
Well, give it a try.
I don't think you can do that. But okay, so your constructors are looking between Ferrari and Alpine this week,
or Red Bull Mercedes.
Yeah, I'm going bold, so I'm gonna go with...
The only reason you should have Alpine is in your team if you have double Mercedes. Oh, you can totally afford it. Here we go. You Lewis, you Max, you Bottas, you George and Mick. And then that team comes in at 109 million. Okay, so that's your top of the range team. That looks great. Obviously, George Mick.
George is a turbo driver. Isn't necessarily great.
Yes, he's good. Well, okay, maybe that team's not such a. Instead of Max,
you probably take out Bottas and put in Perez.
No. Instead of Max, you put in Checo.
I was going to say they're going to come 1-2.
I guess.
And then switch out Checo and Checo outscore being a turbo.
This is probably true. Yeah, throwing Checo for Bottas.
Look at these live seeds. I mean, we probably... no, he's not on the race streak. No one else is on a streak.
Knock George out of there.
Carlos Sainz is on a quali streak.
Get George out. And then get Esteban Ocon in. Bam.
There we go. Double Alpine, double Red Bull, Lewis Hamilton, Mick Schumacher. In fact, we can upgrade Mick to George Russell.
Just over 108.2, roughly.
But I would have to take a -10 hit to bring in Ocon, so I'd have to probably go Kimi.
Because you already had... Cycle on those lines. Your Lewis Max team with the double streaks of Alpine and just hope Alpine don't fail us.
Which there's every possibility of them doing because we've now selected them. But yes, for drivers there, Carlos Sainz always is a good shout. He's on a quali streak, so should be able to kind of cash in some points there. Fernando Alonso has been doing very well, has to be said recently. And if Alpine have that genuine pace, probably one to look at FP1. If they have that genuine pace, obviously getting his first podium since 2013, I believe. It was last time out. Fernando! Oh, I've just remembered that. You know, what a day that was. Thank you, Bottas, for getting a puncture. Because then Red Bull pitted Perez and
bloody virtual safety car. But who was it? Latifi, wasn't it? Get out of here, Latifi. God damn it.
Got a bad puncture. So yeah. Charles Leclerc will probably do really well this week because he's got no streaks. So he's always a top selection. But yeah, you're probably going for Checo, I think.
In theory, yeah, this circuit should suit the power cars. Power cars. The cars with to be fair, it's difficult to tear the engines apart. Obviously, Mercedes are out in front, but Ferrari were making gains in their Ferrari engine department. So I thought the same for Qatar, but Leclerc just wasn't feeling it. I think they had an issue in practice or something like that.
And it's another new track.
Yeah.
But it shouldn't be too technical for them to learn.
No.
It's just go quick.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. Although there is technically, some of them have been a bit generous with calling them corners, but there is technically 27 corners.
27?
I'm pretty sure it's saying that.
Wow. That's more than Singapore, isn't it?
I don't know.
I think Singapore's 24.
Some of them are literally, in Austria, turn 2.
Yeah, which isn't a turn. Yeah,
they call in some of those turns.
Okay, right. Just so they're like going, wow, it's got so many turns, this circuit. Does it?
It's a straight line, mate. It's a straight line.
No, it's a slightly off straight line. So therefore, it's a corner. Guess so.
It requires a little bit of steering input. Corner.
I guess that's probably your best. Slightly cheaper, I suppose, is getting in Bottas again and going double Red Bull there. Having triple Red Bull as a constructor, Bottas, Raikkonen, Schumacher. I imagine that's something that you could do. If I just looked.
Oh. Yeah. Although that's on the upper end of the budget. But yeah, triple Red Bull and Bottas. And I hope Bottas comes in at P4. But then will Red Bull massively up? It's all about the Alpine streaks. If both the Alpine streaks come through, Alpine will be a maybe not the highest scoring constructor, but they
best
might be
value
far
for
off.
money in terms of, and you can get Lewis Hamilton, who I think if you could get Max and Lewis in, I think they're pretty nailed on to be first or second, whichever order.
Yeah.
So, and for the championship, for Stephen, he wants Max to win this race because then that pretty much confirms Max is champion.
I know what you mean.
Unless he crashes out.
Love it to go level points into the final race.
No, Stephen wants Max to win. But for you neutrals out there in the fight who are just loving a great title fight, you want Lewis to win this one and Max to come second. And Lewis not to have the fastest lap.
I think Lewis does need the fastest lap now.
Oh, okay, because Max got the fastest
yeah.
lap before. Right, got you. Well, phew, that's it. That's it. I mean, it's really difficult to pick on. Again, it's probably going to be one that you rely heavily on free practices. But if you can work in the Alpine streak, get a Max and Lewis team in there. And Turbo Perez is probably going to be the best turbo. He's been the best turbo for a while now, hasn't he? Although Alonso would have been the best turbo last time out.
Yes. Although, did Checo have a qualies? Yeah, Alonso would have been the best turbo.
Perez had the quali streak. But yes.
And he got knocked out in Q2.
This guy, forgetting that Checo got knocked out. But yeah, that's great. So, as we go on, I'm going to do the classic save the team and, just live with what we got. Woo! You live life on the edge, and that's why you're outside the top 200, people may say, with Mike. But, swings and roundabouts. Swings and roundabouts.
Look at the league.
So, it's going to be pretty difficult for Ollie. Ollie's going to have a really bad week. He could basically just match Jad's teams right to the end, and he does it. Jad, I think, is pretty much the only guy who is in some sort of reaching thing. Kachow is kind of there. But yeah, it's between Jad and Oliver. Look at that, Oliver. Brilliant.
Smashing it.
Almost there. Ollie Caldwell, eh? Wow.
There we go.
And Mansell's mustache, Max T, look at him. Dropped all the way to outside the top 5 in 8th now.
Whew.
Mika Sharma FC, Papa Smurf. Some good names in there in the top 5. Smooth
Can we get a
operators.
team name from the top 2, I wonder?
Yeah, that's it. In the last race, you will get 50 bonus points.
Wait,
Oh,
how far are you
that.
off the top?
Oh, are you 50 points off the top, Jazz? And it's a fight, and then we just give it to who had the best team name. No, we can't do that. But yes, okay. Ollie team 1 and Jad team 1. Let's have a team name for the end. Let's see your wildest ones. You can bring it in for the last race. We'll look forward to it.
Yep.
But next week will be the last preview of the season.
Yes.
It's big.
It's double header, yeah.
It's building up.
And then we will actually do a review of the Abu Dhabi to see who won.
Yeah, we will indeed. And we'll probably do a season review after that, maybe. We'll see. We'll see how things are going.
Yeah.
Getting near Christmas, it's busy. Go from there. But guys, hope you've enjoyed the video for today. Let me stop the screen recording. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Hope you're all looking forward to the penultimate race. It's another one like Qatar that you're just a bit like, hey, yeah, up in the air. Yeah. But there is still plenty of chance to take some risks here. And if the risks come off, you could score big. Alpine 1-2. This guy.
Could you imagine Alonso winning?
Yes.
Yes, I can imagine.
Yeah, I can imagine it. Thank you. Thank you for, letting me put it out there. Yes. Yes, I can. But that's it from us today, guys. If you enjoy what we do on the channel and you're new around here or haven't done so already, what can they do?
You can like, subscribe, and ding that bell. I almost forgot.
You almost forgot. But ding it! So for now, UF1 fans, keep racing!